Hello everyone, my name is Nunu. Today we're back with AOR F1 here for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Of course, last time around in Australia wasn't too good. I would actually say it was some absolute beaver. But this time around we hopefully have a chance to do something better as we're coming out on the first qualifying lap here for the Bahrain Grand Prix. I was so tired, I have to say. I was so early up this morning so I could watch Formula 1. So I was sick and tired because I'd been out doing sport things all the time, or all day long. Or the camp. I had already done one run by this moment I started the recording. But I went out for another try. But I went in because I wanted to put on some new super soft. I went into the pits at the end of the try because it was... Oh shit! Because I was 3 tenths down anyway, so I wanted to try a new try because I didn't really have time to do that one, the cool down lap and stuff. But here it is okay. It's an okay good lap coming through the last sector. I'm 1/10 up. I just have to keep it, but at the end of the day, I don't. I throw a lot of it away on the last 2 or 3 corners, and it is only a 128.3. Which was so disappointing down in 14th place. And in practice I had done a high 27, like 127.6. So I was so far off, and I was just so surprised. We're gonna go for a bit of a weird strategy, another strategy. We're gonna go from the medium to super soft, and of course there's formation laps, so it's very important to get heated up the tires so you can get off to a good start. So we don't want to crash in the formation lap. As oh my goodness, he's come across us there. What has he done? And oh no, we disqualified from the formation lap. No, so we can't heat up the tires. That is not a nice one. We can't heat up the tires for the race start, so we're gonna have cold tires because he came across. Because I don't know if he got oversteer or something, or he wanted to train his race start. Maybe it was just me was following too close, but it's very bad. But coming on to 5 red lights here for the Bahrain Grand Prix, and we are away for 29 laps around the Bahrain, around the Bahrain sucky circuit. You can see Shingo, their teammate, getting off to absolute banger start coming into T1. I couldn't see my braking point at all, so I braked too early. There was some front ring wear there. Maybe it was my fault, maybe not, who knows. As we have people going wide into the first corner there, second corner complex going wide everywhere, so we just need to be very careful and very aware of what's going on to not crash into anyone. As there, Van Oosten goes down the inside, and there's another one. The Toro Rosso goes down the inside of them, so they all push each other out, and we get 2 position, and now we're doing that Nico Hulkenberg there. As Van Oosten comes back for more. He's trying to overtake us through the S section, trying to go around the outside here. He pushes us a little bit out. I didn't want to die from the Toro Rosso, as we get a lot of oversteer on the exit, and he gets us on the exit, as well as McLaren right there. So it is not the best start. We went from 14th down to 16th, while our teammate went from 15th to almost the top 10, which is absolutely insane. So now we just want to get a couple of consistent laps here, as we're coming on to lap 2 out of 29. So there's still a long way to go. We're getting the slipstream, not the DRS because it's not on yet, but we have the slipstream as we go down the inside with our ERS on overtake, and we get the position on Van Oosten there in the Williams, as we have the other guy. Now we're catching up to the Haas, who actually ran wide right there, as now we have the Williams trying to go down the inside again. We touch wheels, but we end out on top because we have the inside for the next 2 corners, that is. So we end out on top of that battle. Everyone is very fighty here. It's very awesome to race online with people that actually knows how to race, because sometimes the normal online session is just absolutely crap. Talking about online sessions, I actually have a video describing online sessions, so go check that one out. It's pretty new on my channel. As Julio Massa there runs out wide, and we can get side by side with that. As it gets oversteered, we almost crash straight into the back of him while he gets over this steer there, but we just managed to avoid him, and we go up into number 12. Started from 14th, so we're getting a little bit of position here. Julio Massa wants to go down the inside instead of going around the outside, which I intended him to do because I really wanted to go around the outside. Of course, we are on the medium tires, so we shouldn't have too much pace in these tires in comparison to other people, because I don't think there's anyone who chose the exact same strategy as me, but we're following closely behind YOLO Masters, we get a lot of oversteer, but we just ready to that, so that if he makes a mistakes, we can catch up to him and maybe get very, very close to Missouri on the straight. We make a little bit of a touch there, but we're staying very, very close, maybe a little bit too close to him. As he, bro, my goodness, what is that? What, he has brake tested us totally, and we're front wing damage. He said sorry after him, so it's fine, but it was a desync. You can see that on the replay here. His car completely stops up. It's not a brake test. You can see it stops. It goes from 300 to 0. So it was a desync, which is sad for us. It wasn't his fault at all. It was just the internet. He did say sorry, which wouldn't really. Thanks for that, by the way. But we come into the pits. I was gonna continue, but I put on freaking intermediate tires. I was gonna go for this super soft, so we could make a 2-stop strategy. But it was like, oh my goodness, I put on the intermediate tires, and I didn't want to race anymore, so, because we've got front wing damage. We still had a chance. It was only lap 6, so we could go for a 2-stop on the super soft, or the super soft. According to the time where that was what I was gonna do, but then I put on the inters, and I was freaking out. So our teammate at the moment here, Shingo, in 7th place from 15th on the grid, so he's had a pretty good race until now. I'll put up the standings just after the video, but another terrible race for us. I have actually used my brain, my head, and find out that we only raced 22 out of 58 laps this season, so that is just absolutely great. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you all in the next one, in the next AOR videos in a week to 2 weeks time for China, and I'll see you all then. Bye, guys.